Hello, YouTube, it's your boy, the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Like I always say, it's get money, don't make no money, and you always gotta risk it to get the biscuit. You can look at the market today, and the market was pretty good. It was a Monday, it was a great market, and I like it. My portfolio did pretty well, went up. When I say pretty well, it's still sliding sideways, but it did do some percentage today. I think 2 or 3%, which was pretty good. I really want to talk real quick about this stock, which is Atai Berkeley. This is a pharmaceutical company. I'm entering into the pharmaceuticals right now. I've made a video about this company. I've given some good information about that. You can go through my videos and then go watch that video about this company, which is Atai Berkeley. I personally believe it's a great company that is working towards providing the cure, not the cure. I'm not gonna say cure because no pharmaceutical tries to provide a cure. They all want to, treat the your disease so they can have more money. So I'll say to maintain. They're making a medicine or a drug to maintain clinical depression or to treat clinical depression. The severe type of depression that a lot of drugs can treat, they are trying to treat it with the medication that they are providing. And this medication is being made from psychedelics, which is, let's say, if you know anything about mushrooms that get people high, so the active ingredient in that, they are trying to extract that and use it to treat clinical depression. Their phase one was pretty successful. Phase two was also really successful, and I think they are moving into phase three in the next quarter. So I'm hoping that something better comes out of it this year. That's why I'm actually loading a little bit of money in it this year to see if by the end of the year, if phase three comes out very successful, it will shoot the stock up to a place that I can sell. I have 1,000 shares of it, but right there, 1,000 shares is 3.3% of my portfolio, which is okay. Total return. So the thing is, I started buying at I think $1.60, and I've kept buying. So I buy $20 every day. I'm hoping that I can get to 1,500 shares so that when it goes up, I can sell them in 500, blocks, or even if it's 100 blocks, I can sell them 100 shares. When it goes up, 100 shares. But my price target for me personally will be around $8 or $9. The analysts are giving A lot of analysts have given the price target between $10 and $12. Okay, that's what the analysts are saying. So I really don't go by price of analysts because I know analysts can be BS sometimes. I go by my own price that I set by myself. Okay, so I'm looking at $8 to $9 price target, and I think that's when I'll start selling my first set of shares that I have. But right now it's at $3. It kind of fluctuates between 3 and 4. So hopefully something positive comes out of it. Let's go market cap 1.23 billion. 52-week high was 6.75. I think this was when they announced that their phase 2B was very successful, and it went up, it shot up really good, and then it came back down, which is okay. It does that. 52-week market low is 1.15. I started buying at I think 1.6. So that's also that. Let's go see what the analysts. So the analyst rating is 13 ratings. They're all a buy. There's not even one hold or one sell. 13 ratings. They're all a buy, and I think the price target for those are 10 to 12. I shared that in my previous Atai Berkeley stock video. We're gonna go to Nasdaq.com, Nasdaq, and then here we go with institutional ownership. Like I said, anything that is 50, over 50% is very strong for me. But 15%, that's not that much of institutions holding it. But that's for now because it's in the clinical stages. Institutions don't like taking huge risk with their money, especially they know that if they fail their um, phase three clinical trial stage, then this stock is going to go down. So institutions don't like taking that kind of risk. But you still have, the big guys still in it. You can see Morgan Stanley in there with 4 million shares, 4.5 million shares. You can see ARK Invest in there with 3.3 million shares. You can see BlackRock in there with 2.8 million shares. You can see all this, the big guys in there taking a little bit of risk. And this was in the last quarter. So I want to see what happens in the first quarter of this year. Did all these people increase their position? Did they decrease their position? I want to know. So hopefully by when they start, reporting their investment for the first quarter of this year, all this will be updated. This is all from last year, December 31st, 2025, December 31st, 2025. Hopefully, starting, when on the next quarter, we can see all the actions that they took. But if you go to Atai Beckley itself, their page, they will show you the program that they have lined up. You could see. So this is a drug that I think they are trying to let out, which is the BPL 003, the phase 3 program initiation on track for Q2 2026. So, like I said, phase 1 is successful, phase 2 is successful. They are trying to get into phase 3, and is lined up, for the second quarter of 2026, following the successful FDA end of phase 2 meeting. So they've met with the FDA. The FDA has approved, okay, the phase 2 is successful, so we can proceed to phase 3. So that's what they're actually, doing. And you can read the whole article. I have read it, so, but I don't want to go into it too much. I this a lot of, I wouldn't say junk information. It's good information, but for an investor, you really don't really want to bother about it. But you can see this high key points over here that says rapid antidepressant effects at day 2 from a single dose, durable improvements maintained for up to 8 weeks, increased response and remission rates sustained for a further 8 weeks following a second dose in the early years. So this is BPL 003, is supported by positive phase 2 top line results, which demonstrated. So the BPL, the phase 2 results is what they actually highlighted over there. So this is a quick highlight that you can actually read, and it will help you form an idea of what um, the drug is and how they are going about this. So hopefully phase 3 comes out with good, you know, um, results. And then if it does, I want to believe that the stock will go to the stratosphere, because biopharmaceuticals can actually, go up to, this stock can go up to $100 in 3 days. I promise you not. And it's the same way it goes up, the same way it falls hard. But I want to put my money in there because I believe that it's going to do pretty good, and I believe that what you're doing is good. The market for clinical depression and depression itself is estimated to be like 5.0 trillion dollars by 2030. That is in 4 years. 5.5, just say 5 trillion is, that's a huge market. So if Atai Beckley can only just even get 10% of that, that's a lot of money. So I'm hoping that this trial goes pretty well, and there's a lot of catalysts, which is a phase 3 trial, and other medications that they are trying to also produce in different phases. There's about two in phase 2, and there's another one in phase 1. So they are all in different phases. So I'm hoping that they get successful trials of all their medications, and it's going to affect us, the stock price, a lot. So hopefully that comes up by the end of this year, and I'm pretty positive about it. Okay, so just go do your own due diligence and just take this information as educational and entertainment purposes only. As you know, I'm not a professional um, financial advisor, so don't take my word for it. I don't want to take too much of your time. I hope you have a blessed day and stay safe. Peace.